In 2017, 8 researchers published a paper with a title that sounded almost arrogant: "Attention is all you need." At the time, the entire field of AI believed that to process language, computers had to read like humans, one word at a time, from left to right. But this paper proposed throwing away sequential reading entirely, letting the computer look at every word in a document simultaneously. That single shift did not just speed up translation, it unlocked generative AI, giving birth to ChatGPT, Claude, and modern language modeling. This is the story of the transformer, its math, and why it changed everything. In this video, we break down the mechanics of the transformer from the legendary 2017 paper. We'll explore why recurrent neural networks hit a wall and how self-attention solved their limitations. We'll walk step by step through the math of queries, keys, and values, see how multi-head attention tracks concepts, and look at how the model understands sequence order. By the end, you will understand the equations driving modern AI. Before the transformer, language processing was a slow, sequential process constrained by architectures that processed words one by one. For decades, sequential recurrent neural networks were the language modeling standard. Because they process words one by one, training cannot be parallelized across GPUs, preventing scaling to modern internet-sized datasets. Recurrent neural networks also suffered from vanishing gradients, causing them to forget early context over long sequences. According to Vaswani et al., 2017, recurrent neural networks require order n sequential steps, whereas self-attention operates in order 1 sequential time with an order 1 maximum path length, allowing instant parallel interactions between all words. In contrast, convolutional layers require order 1 sequential steps but have a maximum path length of order log base k of n, where k is the convolution kernel size. Think of an RNN like a telephone game. A whisper down a line of 10 people gets garbled. The transformer is a town hall meeting. Everyone speaks directly to everyone else simultaneously. To break the sequential bottleneck, the researchers needed to let words interact directly, leading to the query, key, and value mechanism. Self-attention operates like a database search, where each word queries the sentence to extract required context. To perform attention, the transformer projects each word embedding into 3 vectors: a query, a key, and a value. Think of this like a database search. The query represents the word looking for context, the key is the label of other words, and the value is the semantic content. We measure similarity by taking the dot product of the query with the key of every word. Since large key dimensions push the dot products to extreme values, they cause the softmax function to have vanishing gradients. To prevent this, the authors divided the dot products by the square root of d sub k to stabilize the variance. The relationship between queries, keys, and values is captured by the scaled dot product attention equation. Attention of q, kv equals softmax of the quantity q times k transposed, divided by the square root of d sub k, all multiplied by v. Here q, k, and v contain the query, key, and value vectors, and d sub k is the key dimension. The softmax function normalizes scores into probabilities that sum to 1. Let us walk through a concrete, worked numerical example using small matrices to see exactly how this math processes context. Suppose sequence length n equals 2, key dimension d sub k equals 4, and scaling factor equals the square root of d sub k equals 2. In a 2 by 2 matrix Q with first row 2, 0 and second row 0, 2, and a 2 by 2 matrix K with first row 2, 2 and second row 2, negative 2, the similarity matrix Q times K transposed is a 2 by 2 matrix with first row 4, 4 and second row 4, negative 4. Scaling by dividing by 2 yields a 2 by 2 matrix with first row 2, 2 and second row 2, negative 2. Applying softmax row-wise outputs attention weights, approximately a 2 by 2 matrix with first row 0, 5, 0, 5 and second row 0, 982, 0, 0, 18. Multiplying by a 2 by 2 value matrix V with first row 10, 20 and second row 30, 40, the final attention output is a 2 by 2 matrix with first row 20, 30 and second row 10, 36, 20, 36. Row 1 blends both values, while row 2 focuses on the first word. For example, in the phrase riverbank versus savings bank, the query for bank matches river in the first case to pull in water context, but matches savings in the second to pull in finance context. This dynamic context mixing makes the transformer powerful. However, a single attention mechanism only tracks one relationship at a time. To capture complex language, the model needs to track multiple relationships simultaneously, which brings us to multi-head attention. Multi-head attention acts like specialized researchers, each analyzing text from a different angle to capture multiple layers of meaning simultaneously. Single attention head averages all relationships. In the sentence "the brown dog chased the cat," the word chased must connect to dog as the subject and cat as the object. Averaging dilutes these connections. Solve this multi-head attention projects queries, keys, and values h times to lower dimensional spaces. Attention is computed on each head independently, allowing the model to track different linguistic relationships simultaneously. The outputs are then concatenated and projected back to dimension D submodel using matrix W superscript O. Math of multi-head attention is formulated as multi-head of Q, K, V equals the concatenation of head sub 1 through head sub H, multiplied by W superscript O, where each head sub I equals attention of Q times W sub I superscript Q, K times W sub I superscript K, and V times W sub I superscript V. Here, W sub I superscript Q, W sub I superscript K, and W sub I superscript V are learnable projection matrices, and W superscript O projects concatenated outputs back to D submodel dimension. With D submodel equals 8 and H equals 2, key dimension D sub K equals 4. Input projects into two vectors of size 4. Independent attention outputs concatenate back to size 8 for final projection. Imagine a film analyzed by a director, cinematographer, and sound designer. They watch the same scene but extract different layers. Multi-head attention does the same, tracking syntax, grammar, and context simultaneously. Multi-head attention tracks multiple relationships. It treats the sentence like an unordered bag of words. To solve this, the researchers had to introduce a way to teach the model sequence order. Positional encoding embeds the flow of time directly into word embeddings, letting the model distinguish words based on sequence position. When self-attention processes all words in parallel, it is permutation invariant. Shuffling a sentence yields the same attention weights. To pure attention, the sentence "the cat ate the fish" and the sentence "the fish ate the cat" look identical. To preserve order without recurrence, the authors added static positional encodings to the embeddings. Using sine and cosine functions of varying frequencies, these vectors allow the model to learn relative positions and generalize to longer sequences. Formulas for these positional encodings are defined as follows. PE at position pos, an even dimension index 2i, equals the sine of pos divided by 10,000 to the power of 2i divided by D submodel. PE at position pos, an odd dimension index 2i plus 1, equals the cosine of pos divided by 10,000 to the power of 2i divided by D submodel. Here, pos is sequence position, I is dimension index, and D submodel is embedding dimension. For position pos equals 1 with D submodel equals 4. At index 2i equals 0, we get sine of 1, which is approximately 0. 8,415, and cosine of 1, which is approximately 0, 5,403. At index 2i equals 2, we get sine of 0, 0, 1, which is approximately 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, and cosine of 0, 0, 1, which is approximately 0, 9,999. Adding this vector to the embedding stamps its sequence order. The resulting positional encoding vector P E sub 1 is a 1 by 4 row vector with entries 0, 8,415, 0, 5,403, 0, 0100, and 0, 9,999. Think of positional encoding like timestamps on letters. Even if shuffled, order can be reconstructed. The transformer embeds this grid directly into semantic space. With recurrence discarded, attention routing information, and positional encodings preserving order, the transformer was complete. The final step was to evaluate it against the absolute best translation systems of the time. For machine translation, the transformer did not just beat the state-of-the-art, it shattered the compute cost curves of modern deep learning. The authors evaluated the transformer on the WMT 2014 translation tasks. On English to German, the big model achieved a state-of-the-art score of 28, 4 blue, outperforming prior models by over 2, 0 blue. On English to French, it scored 41, 0 blue. Training was exceptionally efficient. While GNMT required 2 times 10 to the power of 20 floating point operations, the big transformer achieved superior results using only 3 times 10 to the power of 19 floating point operations, representing a 10-fold compute reduction while training in just 5 days on 8 P100 GPUs. According to Vaswani et al., 2017, Table 2 and Table 3, a comparison of 4 models on the WMT 2014 translation task shows the following results. GNMT, the recurrent model, scored 24, 6 on English to German blue and 39, 9 on English to French blue, at training cost of 2 times 10 to the power of 20 floating point operations. Convest2s from Facebook scored 26, 4 on English to German blue and 40, 5 on English to French blue, at training cost of 6 times 10 to the power of 19 floating point operations. The base transformer scored 27, 3 on English to German blue and 38, 1 on English to French blue, at training cost of only 3 times 10 to the power of 18 floating point operations. Big transformer scored 28, 4 on English to German blue and 41, 0 on English to French blue, at training cost of 2, 3 times 10 to the power of 19 floating point operations. The transformer achieved the highest accuracy at a fraction of the compute cost of GNMT. Google quickly replaced its RNN translation system with the transformer, improving speed and quality. This architecture later founded BERT and GPT, launching the modern generative AI era. The success of the paper proved that attention was indeed all you needed. Today, this architecture is the bedrock of the entire artificial intelligence landscape. Let us recap. Recurrent neural networks were replaced because sequential processing prevented parallelization. Scaled dot product attention let all words interact directly in one step. Multi-head attention split the representation to track multiple relationships simultaneously. And positional encodings injected order using sine and cosine waves. The big idea is that sequence processing does not require step-by-step reading. By framing representation as parallel search and retrieval, the transformer unlocked the scaling laws that have made human-level language modeling possible. 8 researchers set out to speed up translation. In doing so, they gave machines the ability to map the relationships between all human concepts. The question is no longer whether attention is all we need, but how far this math will take us. If you found this breakdown of the transformer architecture helpful, subscribe for more deep dives into the mathematics of modern AI and let us know in the comments, which deep learning paper should we break down next.